Hello everyone, the Nerdy Steve here with special guest Luigi. Today's video will be featuring a standard teamer ramp list. The deck is in the description below. I'll talk about the game plan, card choices, some of the sideboard, and then we'll play a couple of matches. So let's go. Now, I found this list somewhere online, so I wish I could give it credit. I think it may have been played at the set championship over the past week, but I am not entirely sure. So, the basic idea is we control the game a little early on to eventually allow our big threats like Titan of Industry here and Goldspan Dragon to generate a lot of card advantage and incremental advantage when you cast it, and then to win the game. So you want to control the game early on, and that's why we have Fading Hope, Flame Blessed Bolt, Jwari Disruption, Negate, Dragon's Fire, Rebuke. So we have a lot of removal and interaction very, very cheaply. And then ideally you can cast maybe a Fable of the Mirror Breaker to help you get mana with the tokens, all the way leading up to casting the Goldspan Dragon and Titan of Industry. It's a very, very simple and straightforward game plan. However, it seems like it will have a little bit of a difficult time in the current metagame. That's why Battle of the Frost and Giant and Burn Down the House are two very, very important cards here, allowing to wipe the board and kill all opposing planeswalkers is going to be very, very important, or I would assume. And if I was building this deck for myself or editing it, I'd probably add a couple more, but we'll see how it goes today. And then in the sideboard, we have more of what you would expect, more removal and interaction and counter spells, right? And then we also have alternative big threats. A lot of these ramp strategies you'll see have other really, really high mana cost cards in the sideboard, and that's because where Titan of Industry might not be great, Koma or Hullbreaker Horror will be. So you want to be able to understand what type of matchups like Hullbreaker Horror might be better against counter spells or more grindy decks, where Koma is very good against counter spells, right? Where Titan of Industry might not be. So the ability to change your late game threat and win condition is very, very, very important. One of the other things we're going to have to be really, really cognizant of and careful, and this is something where I feel like I'm going to have a little problem with and something to be aware of, is Expressive Iteration. And by that I mean Expressive Iteration is one of the most powerful cards in Standard right now. But a lot of its power comes in when you're going to be casting it and how you're going to really take full advantage of it. In a deck where I kind of want to keep up removal and stuff early on, and my turn 3 drop is probably going to be Fable of the Mirror Breaker, sometimes you just don't have a really good opportunity early on to cast Iteration, and so you're going to have to kind of really, really choose what turn is the best turn. You could do it on turn 3 instead of Fable, or when you don't have Fable, but then you're also allowing your opponent to play a really, really good threat that you then can't disruption or negate. And obviously you can't really ever go wrong with casting Expressive Iteration, but I have a feeling when you cast it, it's going to really, really, really change and impact the game. And so it's something I think I'm going to try and be very aware of, and something you might want to be aware of. Other than that, I think the deck is pretty self-explanatory. The name is a little bit of, a misnomer. There's not really a lot of ramp in here. We have Fable of the Mirror Breaker and Galazeth. So, I mean, that is kind of ramp, but it's not really a lot. And one combo that is probably what makes the deck really, 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 really good is if you ever have the reflection of Kiki Jiki and able to copy Titan of Industry. Now, it kind of seems like it's probably a win more situation, because if you get to untap and have both of them on the battlefield and it resolves, you're probably going to win anyway. But being able to copy Titan of Industry and then, have another 7/7 attacker that can either gain you 5 life or destroy another problematic permanent like Wedding Announcement, Meat Hook, Anvil, anything, right? That's going to be really, really, really good. So, with that, let's play a couple of games and see how it goes. All right, Valdrick. We will play. And so this is kind of exactly what I was talking about, where we're gonna keep up Negate on turn 2. And then turn 3, we will probably Fable the Mirror Breaker. But pardon me, like, I guess Iteration is fine much later here. But I often like doing Iteration on 2. Or on 3. Because I like being able to play the land. It always seems like one of the more efficient ways to use Iteration. But we have the Negate up. We're not letting our opponent discard anything. We have all of our mana. We get to Fable here. And now we're fine. And again, it was very, very obvious to not Iteration there and to Fable. But it is just something I'm like always slightly aware of. Alright. So we want another Iteration into our hand. Let's get rid of the Dreamroot Cascade. And now we have Negate up again. We will negate the Wandering Emperor. And then we Iteration again. One into our hand. Okay. They're gonna kill that, and then we get to Goldspan the Wandering Emperor. Which is more than fine. So we really need now a Titan of Industry, maybe another Kiki Jiki to loot away some of these lands. But right now the Goldspan Dragon's in a really good spot.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and you protect my people.
We get the Fading Hope to protect it. We're gonna deal 1 damage to the Wanderer. And then we attack for 4. I'm gonna keep. I'm not gonna play a land here, because again, look at all of our mana. I think the upside of having it in our hand in case we need to loot them away to Fable is probably higher. And our opponent agreed. So now, what do we want to do here? It seemed like our opponent was a little slower. I don't hate getting rid of Galazeth. I don't think I love that too much. I think I want to, like, more card advantage. And maybe another big threat. I don't know if I need these, but I'm sure they have something good. I kind of want a Disdainful Stroke, but I don't know over what. Maybe we can get rid of Thundering Rebuke. Alright, let's go. I'm not entirely sure, though. Again, if there's anything you take away from my videos, is that I have no idea what I'm talking about half the time. And that's okay. We're just trying to have fun and learn, and maybe win a couple games. We can keep. We have Counterspell mana up, right? So Bloom. And I think we're going to want to keep Negate and Disdainful Stroke up for a little bit. And this is part of what I was saying earlier is I'd love to Expressive Iteration or Bankbuster here, but we're not... I don't think I'm gonna for the next couple turns, and maybe that's wrong. Right? And this is what I was saying. I have a decision to make. I can keep Disdainful Stroke up, and they might Wandering Emperor main phase to play around Counterspell. Or I can Iteration here. And I like iterating here because if our opponent then doesn't play mana, we wasted our turn. Or play anything, we wasted our turn. But I think it could be wrong. I'm going to do it. But we're going to put Titan into our hand. But that's the thing where it felt correct to do that there, but I could very easily be very wrong. And that's okay. Wedding announcement. So good, we couldn't have countered it anyway. I think what I want to do now is... we're going to Bankbuster so we can draw the card. I think that's better than iterating because if our opponent doesn't do anything, we can draw a card at the end step, so... And I like getting the Bankbuster out. So it just lets us use up our mana a little more. Alright. We can protect the Goldspan with a Disdainful Stroke if we need to. And also, sometimes keeping the iteration for a little longer allows you to save it to find something when you need it. So if there are other ways to use your mana, I'm still not sure what is or isn't the correct thing to do. Because I could have used it earlier instead of Bankbuster, right? Wow. And then we say go. We do have, they know we have a Disdainful Stroke. They don't know about our Disruption yet. But we're very, very close to dying. Okay.
The streets will run red. My goons will make quick work of you. Your punishment is my entertainment.
We will discard 2 cards here. Alright. Let's see what iteration can find. Koma and Dragonspire. We get to kill Ob here.
My empire crumbles.
That does not trigger the... meat hook trigger or the devil because it's exiled. I don't even... If our opponent has a hive, I don't even know if we can attack. Go blank. Okay. I guess we can get rid of the stroke. So let's kill Ob here. We get a treasure.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
Then we have Titan, which we can gain 5 and destroy the Massacre. Go. Now, if we get to untap with Reflection, we're in a good spot. Oh, come on. Please? Dang it. I mean, we do still have Koma. Oh, wow.
You could have such power, but I will cull the weak.
The good thing is we have Bankbuster. We can crew it with the pilot to block a 3/3 and Titan to block the other one. So we're not taking any damage or losing anything. Obviously, should have done that post-combat, but I got a little excited. So, don't tap out for your big creatures before combat, everyone. Pro tip. Specifically when you don't have to.
traitors, all of you.
Oh, I guess we could have just Fabled of the Mirror Breaker there. That was silly. Also, even if our opponent has Meat Hook, I don't think it's enough to kill our board. GG. Pro copy, let's go. I'll do that tapped. I was like, could you imagine if they didn't cast anything? Oh, what is our opponent on? A Coven human deck, maybe? At least we get to counter it. So now we can expressive iteration here. Good, because we have nothing better to do with our mana. I will put this into our hand. I like this board wipe, but we already have Battle of Frost and Fire. And I want to be able to cast it on turn 5. So we want the tap land on the battlefield. Do we care about our opponent drawing a card? But we will also draw a card. Marasa Rootgrazer. I have no idea what is going on, but that's fine. Antrelasara? But you don't have any life gain. Let me draw a card here. Board wipe, beautiful. Would love another red. Does drawing a card do anything? No. Alright, opponent. We are at 9, which is not a lot of life. We want the Fading Hope. We can discard a Deluge. We can discard a Titan. I think we can go to 4 if we need to. Alright, GG. Against a more aggressive deck, what? We want the Flame Blessed Bolt. And that's probably it. We can take out the Prismari. And we're fine. We have all of our 3 mana. We have interaction. So you can't really hope for anything better. No idea what's going on there, though. You know, I'm gonna kill it now. I don't need to reveal the dragon. I'm doing it as an intimidation tactic. Our opponent now can fear the dragon in our hand. Okay. 18. Tilda. Oh. You can discard. I don't want to discard any. So doing it post combat because I want to use all of my mana, and I think I can save the Fading Hope and Dragon's Fire, like for later, or yeah, because I don't want to use it now, so I'd rather save it for later. And now we get to attack with 2 dragons. And a Fall of the Imposter, next turn, we can always bounce the dragon target. Uh-oh. Our opponent goes to 10. Like Tilda. And hopefully that's game. Oh, I forgot we can't save it because Fall of the Imposter doesn't target. Oh, well that's still fine. GG. Okay. I think we want a Disruption on turn 1 because I want to Fable on turn 3. And this allows me to keep up Dragon's Fire on turn 2. Okay. Looks like our opponent is some type of Boros aggro deck. Excuse me. Ooh, neither. No block. Let's discard 1 card. And so then next turn we get to burn down the house. We get to see what our opponent has. I'm assuming they have something they want to kill the Prismari with. Oh, okay. I actually don't mind Goldspan Dragon. Wait. Do I? Because they can activate the Den of the Bugbear. So that's 3, a 1/1, the 2, and the Hopeful Initiate will trigger training. So maybe we do only attack with 1. And I'll keep up the Deluge. Or we could make 3 Devils. Right now the Devils wouldn't, and when they die, they wouldn't deal damage because of the etchings of Kamano. Let me see what Memory Deluge finds. I mean, so this is good. We now can create a bunch of devils. And we, assuming our opponent doesn't have any nonsense in the card that they drew here, we have 4 blockers, which is a lot. And our opponent has exactly 4 creatures. And then we get to deal 4 to our opponent, untap, make a copy of Goldspan with Kiki Jiki, and we win. Right? Right. Against a more aggressive deck, we probably want the removal. I think I like Galazeth because it is a big body. Maybe we want a Chariot for multiple bodies as well. I think Bankbuster might be a little too slow. And maybe we can cut down on a Negate. Mulligan. No blue, but what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm gonna get greedy. We're gonna draw 2 lands. Right. Goldspan, then followed up with Titan of Industry. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage here. That only deals 2. Sadly. Oh, and it becomes... Uh-oh. Opponent don't cast 2 things. Oh, wow. Well. I don't think we can win here. We couldn't. Okay. That's very aggressive. Our mulligan really hurt us because we had no interact. I mean, we had 1 interaction. We had 1 spell to kill the creature, but it just wasn't enough. Letting them get Knight was very bad. So, very similar thing. We need to draw another land so we can at least Memory Deluge, right? At 1. Or we take 1. Okay. We're getting there. We'll kill that. Hopefully our opponent does not have another land. Oh, our opponent kept a very interesting hand. I'm gonna do that. There is their 3rd land. Brutal Cathar. I want to hit a land with the Memory Deluge. Now we can Fading Hope the Brutal Cathar and get back our Galazeth if our opponent tries to be cute and attack with both. And I don't hate that, actually. Because it makes them use their mana, right? We do get another treasure. And that's so fine, right? Play with fire is okay. Huh. I think we can wait on the Titan. Mainly because I want to Battle of Frost and Fire and clear the board. Though we are taking a lot of damage here. Five, that's a lot, actually. Maybe that was too much. Huh. Oh, our opponent gets a free Brutal Cathar now on that. But again, I think I'm fine with that. Let's get an iteration. And I will gain 5 and create a Rhino. I assume on the Rhino, right? Oh, our opponent did the Titan, which might not be the most informed choice. Because now we get to kill it. GG. But that's fine. I was happy with how that worked out. I just want to thank you all for watching me play some standard Temur ramp. This deck was very, very interesting. It worked out fairly well today. I do think I would have liked more board wipes, and so I'd probably add more Battle of the Frost or Burn Down the House. I really liked the Scry from the Battle of the Frost, because even though we do have Expressive Iteration in Fable of the Mirror Breaker and Reckoner Bankbuster, I did feel I needed more scrying and more ways to filter my deck to find all the lands and to find my big threats, right? I don't know what exactly I would cut or whatever, but that's just something to consider. Overall, though, it was very, very fun. I had a blast. I really, really liked it. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you for watching again. And if you haven't already, you should totally subscribe, like, comment, do anything, heart everything. I don't know. But you can also watch me stream live at twitch.tv/thenerdysteve. And yeah, I want to hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon. And thanks for watching. Bye.